Yo, welcome to Let's Be Real, everyone. What's going on, my dudes?
Mo Bamba!
All right, that threw me off. Why you, Sherman? First of all, I'm Joe Man. You threw me off. I'm Joe Mambu.
You know I always do this, bro. Don't act brand new, son.
But Mo Bamba, I was like,
Mo Bamba.
What about him?
That's the future right there, son.
Future.
That's the future. Aiton's good, but he's the future. But go ahead, go with the introduction.
What's going on, everyone? I'm Joe Mambu. I'm here with
Big Short,
QB.
Boy, Sean.
What's going on, everyone? So this is episode 50. This is our season 3 ending. We will be taking a little bit of hiatus because we got lives and it is summertime.
it's hot.
It is hot and we got other activities that we need to do. But this will be the last episode till about what, like September, October. So let's talk about what's going on with this episode.
Last one, last call.
Word up. Just said that.
I'm just repeating it. Let's go, brother.
No,
I got energy, bro.
All right, so the few things we're gonna talk about. We definitely got to talk about the NBA draft that went on. The future of the NBA, the young bright stars and potential, untapped potential. Some of them will become great players. Some of them will become Anthony Bennett's.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, but we're gonna do a recap of that draft. Talk about the winners and losers. Obviously, you talk about your favorites because I ain't even gonna lie to you. I ain't know half of these cats, but there's obviously some guys that stand out. And then also we're gonna talk. I know I talked about it a little bit on last week's episodes about the Spurs and Kawhi, but it's like some new development that's happening. So I want to talk about that a little bit more and what that means for the Lakers and other Western Conference teams. And then as well, the round 2 fight between Triple G and Canelo, which I looked at the first one this morning. And I know a lot of people was upset about the draw, but we'll get into that a little bit more. Why?
And it wasn't a goddamn draw. It was robbed.
I think so, but we'll get into that a little bit more. And then we also have STFU. It seems like
more hate.
Listen,
Kevin Durant.
We'll get to it.
We spoke about Scottie Pippen, Tristan Thompson.
Okay, true. I give you that.
I'm very objective.
He's a Durant lover, dog.
Exactly.
This
is Durant's unpaid attorney right here.
Word, yo.
Whatever, bro. Whatever. You got that.
We
gonna get to it.
Season tickets or something.
Word.
I wish.
Paid in some way.
I wish
Tickets. Not.
Season tickets. Go out there and
then also we have.
Baby.
What?
You go out there and see the Oracle, baby. What are you talking about?
Oh, yeah, all right. Yeah, okay. And then also, if we got time, we talk about Dwight Howard getting traded yet again to the, I was going to say New Jersey Nets, but the Park Slope Nets.
Force a habit, bro. Park Slope. The Armory.
And then next, Dwight Howard will be getting traded to the Thunder Tropics. But
Thunder Tropics.
But we're gonna talk about that a little bit and the potential of him, where he might go, and as Golden State viable option, which I think he would be mid-level exception at this point because of the buyout, or veterans minimum, but he'll be a mid-level guy, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. So let's start off with the draft. What's going on? How do you guys feel? What teams you think did the best? What teams you think didn't really move the needle for their franchise? I mean, what's going on? We obviously know Ayton went number 1 and Bagley went number 2. But we'll talk about those two. Let's talk about those two, and then we can kind of fill out the rest. I guess top 10 because go ahead. So anybody want to start?
I guess
you was yelling about Mo Bamba. What about
Mo Bamba? That's right.
7'10"
wingspan. He's the new age center, along with DeAndre Ayton.
Mm-hmm.
These are the new Bagley. These are the new guys who can come out there. To me, once Mo Bamba gets his body filled out,
pretty big dude already.
But he's thin.
Yeah.
He's super thin. But his defense already is ready.
Yeah.
He's already come defensive ready. All you gotta do is polish his game offensively. He has a little Jimmy too. From 10 to 15 feet.
Yeah, he does.
And I think Orlando got a good player, a solid player, almost a safe pick. It's almost a safe pick. Because you know he's going to... To me, I believe he's going to bring the numbers in.
It's a safe pick, but the Magic's still going to be the Magic.
Yeah. But you're building. You're building for the future.
Rebuilding mode anyway.
Yeah.
They've been building for how long?
No. Listen. Ain't nobody... Listen.
They was building before the process.
Word.
And that shit was long.
Yeah. Very long. That's like 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
Dwight Howard was still there.
No. He wasn't still there.
Jesus Christ.
He wasn't still
there.
there.
It's like about a decade, bro.
About a decade.
Nah, Dwight Howard, he got traded to the Lakers in 2012.
No, but what I'm saying is, even when Dwight was on the Lakers, you knew that team was kind of going down.
Yeah.
They had that 09 team that was really good. But then after that, it was like those guys kind of broke up. You know, I remember they had Rashard Lewis, Hedo Turkoglu. They had pretty good guys. Jameer Nelson, Rafer Alston. That was a big mistake. Kobe would have 4 if Stan Van Gundy would have just kept Rafer in instead of taking him out for Jameer.
Loyalty. That's all that was.
Yeah. I don't know about loyalty.
That was about loyalty.
I think Stan had
he had a brain freeze.
Yeah, he went with his starter.
Yeah, he went with his starter, which he shouldn't because Rafer was killing.
Yeah,
Rafer was killing.
He Skippy.
Skip to my Lou. Yeah. All right, so go ahead, Sherman. You could go ahead.
Like I said, Mo Bamba to me, he's going to be the guy who's going to stand out to me, at least for Rookie of the Year to me. The ball's going to go to him.
Rookie of the Year?
I believe so. I'm going to go out on a limb. I believe he can be a Rookie of the Year.
Yeah.
Right away. DeAndre Ayton, beast, freak of nature.
Yeah.
No one's never seen nothing like it.
Yeah, we have.
Who?
Well,
his name was Shaq.
No, he's correct.
I wouldn't even say he was Shaq like
that.
No,
but I'm not saying he's Shaq. Like I say, he's one of these new hybrid fives.
Yeah, he's the proto. You think about it. In the NBA, centers, the prototype was different.
Right.
Now you get these guys, like they're probably telling them like in high school, like, hey, this is the kind of player you need to be if you want your stock to elevate.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because then you could become a dinosaur in a heartbit. Look at if we continue with the Magic, look at Nikola Vucevic. You know what I mean? Kind of a dinosaur. He's a really good offensive player, not great defensively.
Right.
He's kind of a dinosaur. You know what I mean? A lot of those guys nowadays are being regulated to the 6-man position. Greg Monroe in Boston. Well, Jonas Valanciunas is going to have the same problem in Toronto. You know what I mean? So
with Valanciunas, he can shoot. Greg Monroe is really a old school fossil type player.
Yeah. He's I want to say he's a little bit of a Drummond. The only thing that I've seen videos about Drummond is actually trying to develop a 3-point. We don't know how that's going to play out in the season. No, he looked good in the video. I'm talking step back threes. Step back threes. Step back threes. Andre Drummond.
Oh.
Listen.
Well, I saw JaVale McGee doing it last season. You know,
Word.
Yeah, but he ain't no... JaVale McGee's not on the level of...
Yeah.
He could have been, but his time has passed. Yeah.
He's collecting them chips now.
Solid, man. He's still a solid.
He's a contributor on the Warriors team.
He is. A good rim protector. His length makes it trouble for defenders to get the ball over him. So yeah, he plays pretty good.
But for me, the draft also, besides the hybrid bigs, you also have Mikal Bridges, who I like from Villanova.
Yeah,
he was he got drafted the Philadelphia
number
and
10,
it was
number 10,
10, and I believe he was traded to Phoenix. So now you have Ayton, Mikal Bridges, and now you have Booker. Now you have a good nucleus to begin with.
Yeah.
What can they do with it now?
Well, they still need I know last year they tried to plug in point guards. They got rid of Elfrid Payton. No. They have Elfrid Payton. Yeah. They got him from Orlando. Yeah. Payton still has a hard time shooting the ball. I do like the Ayton pickup. Of course, you need that center, and he can stretch the floor better than Mo Bamba to me.
Yeah, he can. He can.
And he can run the floor really, really well. There's a lot of these things these centers are doing. Just running the floor really well and being really athletic, and even being required to handle the ball sometimes. You know what I mean? At the top of the key. But they still need that point guard. And I think they might address that in the next draft.
Right.
They still need a point guard because you need Devin Booker's a shooter. You know, Ayton's gonna do what he does. You know what I mean? He's a rookie. You still have to bring him along.
Right.
But you need that stud. That's the two main positions. The two main positions in the NBA is point guard and small forward. And now the center you see the center starting to roll back and be one of the main component of a team.
Now what they're saying is, now given what you said, the position it's becoming positionless basketball now.
It is.
I mean, you don't even need, like, Golden State just rolls out guys, boom, all from around 6'6" to 6'8", 6'10".
A lot of teams are starting to do that. Yeah.
So now these guys are fitting more and more now. Before, back in the draft, like 3-4 years ago, they couldn't fit because it was still new.
Yeah, it was one of those things. It's like, and then you got to credit Kerr for making that move with the Draymond, because you make it very difficult to guard Golden State, because really he's 6'7". So back in the day, 6'7", you was a guard.
Yeah.
Like, you weren't a forward. You know what I mean? I know there's little exceptions. Charles Barkley was 6'4", playing power forward. But for the most part, if you look at the guards back in the day, like Steve Smith, you know what I mean, Joe Johnson, like, those are 6'7" guards.
Right.
You know what I mean? Those are 6'7" guards. And to have Draymond at the power forward, it really makes it positionless basketball. Because you think about it, Brent Barry could have been a power forward in today's NBA. You know what I'm saying? At 6'7". You know what I mean? Or Tracy McGrady.
It's a
different
No,
league.
it's a different
And
league. But what I'm saying
it was thin.
Yeah, no. What I'm saying is like, if you have that guy who could just spread the floor, that's really what it's all about.
Yeah,
it's really just about spreading the floor. He doesn't have to log heavy minutes at the power forward position. But I guarantee, if you want to win and you're trying to knock down shots, Brent Barry's going to be in your lineup in a close game. You know what I'm saying? But that's just the NBA today, positionless basketball.
If you have any questions or have any comments, please post them in the Facebook chat during the show. We will answer them and get to them as soon as we can.
Word up.
My brother here.
All right, what I want to say about it's Trae Young. I think Trae Young is a steal. You know,
at number 5?
At number 5. Well,
I think he went a little too high.
He got traded. You
think a little too high?
I don't think so.
I like Sexton better.
Yo,
I like Sexton.
His
better.
defense is real.
I like Sexton better.
I say Trae Young because of the potential. You know what I'm saying? He has the potential to be like kind of like a Steph Curry if he is moved the right way or put in the right system. You know, if they put him at shooting guard instead of point guard, I think him and Schroeder could work together.
He's a dynamic passer. I would keep him at point guard for the season and just see how it plays.
He's a good combo guard.
He is, but remember, he's only 6'1". He's only 6'1".
Combo guard.
You know what I mean?
But
like,
I've seen, like, what they do with Dennis Schroeder, you know, like.
Well, they're moving him. He wants to leave.
He wants out.
He wants out, and they're going to trade him. Dennis Schroeder is still a very good point guard who could make either come off the bench
or start. Yeah,
or start. So, look, Schroeder wants to be out. Basically, I think Trae maybe a little bit, just because he presents the same problems, at least on the collegiate level, that Steph Curry has done on the NBA level. I'm talking about deep threes,
right? And
he's a better passer to me than Steph.
When he was playing for Oklahoma, I was watch him shoot these threes from the logo.
Bro, he has a green light, just like Steph Curry does.
He does.
Right,
They don't care what kind of shots.
But for him coming,
bad shots,
but for him coming into the league now, he can't fall into that trap. He must play his game. You can't shoot like that, man. And Steph is the greatest shooter. Listen. There's only one Steph Curry right now, bro.
Listen.
There's only one.
He used to only one Michael Jordan.
Yeah,
now they got comparisons. They got people.
False comparisons.
Kobe and LeBron are not.
I thought you were going to say LeBron. I was about to say.
You know what's a false comparison?
What?
OJ Mayo.
How you get
OJ Mayo?
Who did that?
Some people was comparing OJ Mayo to Michael Jordan when he came.
Crazy as hell. They crazy as hell. OJ Mayo.
OJ Mayo.
So you might as well add in Harold Miner too. They were saying he was Jordan.
Right.
The hell, Harold Miner, please.
That's right. You're right.
Please.
No way.
Come on, man.
So Q, who you got from the draft? Who you like?
I'd say there's 2 steals in the draft. The Dallas Mavericks pick Luka Doncic.
Yep.
That's a really good pick.
Yep.
He could play 3 positions. And Dennis Smith Jr. seems like he's already gonna like playing on his team.
Yes, I saw that Instagram post.
Yeah,
or the tweet.
Yeah, that's a deadly combination for the future. Both of them are very young, and Dirk Nowitzki's still around, so I mean they can learn a lot from him.
Who's been
How old is he right now? You know,
cool. Dirk's probably like
he's like 41.
Yeah,
probably
like
40, 41 right
now.
The
European Larry Bird.
Well, we don't know all that yet. That's not
Dirk.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about Luka.
Yeah.
No. Luka to me,
I'm like
could be a Larry Bird, but he's more of a. Okay. Look, he's a mystery to me at this point. He can pass. He can shoot. Can he play defense? That's the one thing with all European players. Yeah. Can you play defense in the league?
Well, that's something you could teach him over time. You know, he's only 19 years old.
The thing is,
can't learn how to play.
You can't really. That's the thing. You can't really learn how to play defense because defense
is a 1-2.
It's a 1-2. It's you know what I mean. It's you got to be motivated to play defense. A lot of these guys in the NBA, look, a lot of these guys have the tools. They have the size. They have the wingspan. They have the shoulder width to play defense. But a lot of these guys don't desire it because it's everybody wants the ball in their hand. Everybody comes to the NBA thinking they want to be the best player they could be, and that's being a star player. When you think about being a star player, it's not defensively. Some of these kids come in, you got the Kawhis, maybe the Paul Georges. But think about it. Freaking a guy like Andrew Wiggins, 6'8", right? Quick on his feet, about like a 7'4" wingspan.
And when he came out of college, he was a defense.
He was.
He came defensive ready.
He's declined on defense.
I don't know what happened.
Basically. But it's just, the thing is, it's just the desire. He doesn't have. He's like, look, first of all, you got to remember, Timberwolves gave him, like, his contract goes into effect this upcoming season. The big money.
Wow.
The big money. He's out of that rookie scale contract, and he's having big. I think it's like 5 years, 140 or something like that. You know what I mean? 5 years, 140.
140.
Yeah, he earned it though the year before.
And that's what I was telling you. Remember you was telling me about Julius Randle?
True. Okay.
Julius Randle was also on the contract year, so Julius Randle doesn't know what his destiny is going to be because it might be LeBron and Paul George and Kawhi. So he's like, look, I got to do what I got to do, put up these numbers. So if the Lakers don't see what I'm value, somebody's going to pay me something. Right. I think he's a restricted free agent, so the Lakers always have the opportunity to match. But it's all about that contract. And a lot of these guys, it's like you said, Andrew Wiggins was a guy who came out defensively ready. But when you're giving these kids money, crazy amount of money off of potential instead of what's actually happening on the court, of course they're going to give you that one season. They're going to hustle 50-50 balls. Because if you don't get the 50-50 balls all the time, it don't look that bad because it's 50-50 balls.
And to your point, Julius Randle, when he came out of college, he was another Zach Randolph, basically.
He was. A little athletic. I think he was more. I think what the Lakers had tried to do was kind of draft. Like I see a lot of guys. There's two guys in the people. Two type of guys that come in the draft now, right? You have the Kevin Durant guys. A lot of those guys come in. You look at Marvin Bagley. Even though he can't go right and he doesn't have the ball handling skills as a Kevin Durant, and Brandon Ingram who came out. So it's like you're either trying to mold. You want that lanky player
4 or 5 who can stretch it out.
Got a little ball handling like a Kevin Durant. You know what I mean? He's really a 2-guard. Yeah. To tell you the truth, Kevin Durant is really a 2-guard. He's really a 2-guard.
And I don't know why
he's just so damn tall.
Yeah, put him at small 4.
Yeah, you got to put him at small 4. And then you got the like the LeBron archetype. So you got like remember the Cavaliers try to do that again with Anthony Bennett. Remember the 6'8", 250. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't even get why they picked him up because it wasn't even like he was a high prospect.
He was
kind of on the fat side, rather than LeBron is a solid 250, not a fat 250.
No, he's a real. He spent about $1.5 million on his body alone.
Yeah,
to get himself this way, get him that way.
It's you can't compare them two at all. I don't know what they was even thinking.
No, but that's the thing. It's like you see that, and then you see that with a little bit of Julius Randle. Little ball handling skills. 6'9", he can run the floor about 240. You know what I'm saying?
Hella athletic for his size.
Yeah, hella athletic, undersized power forward, which doesn't make no sense to me. Because then you have Draymond at 6'7". So it's just weird. Like the NBA always changes the narrative when it comes to the forward position.
Right.
Well, it's not really the NBA; it's the teams.
Well, no,
and you have to adapt.
No, what I'm saying is like when you hear the announcers on the teams, and you know what I mean. Like when you hear like the analysts, you know what I'm saying. Like one minute a guy is undersized at the power forward position, and then the next minute, he's great at that position because
I think it's all dependent on the player though.
That's
true.
The playing style
and the growth. You got to have growth.
Yeah.
Brother Q, can you read that for me real quick?
Nigel Longsworth says Jimmy messed him up. He had the Carmelo effect.
Yes, he did.
Yes,
he did.
Andrew Wiggins.
Yes, he did.
He had the Carmelo effect?
Yes.
I don't agree with that.
Yes.
You know what I think like this?
What does he mean by the Carmelo
This
effect?
is what I'm going to tell you.
Please
this is what I'm going to tell you. Okay, so remember when Amari Stoudemire was having a great season, right? He was having like half of an MVP season.
I got you.
Carmelo came in.
Went down.
Went down because obviously you're mellow. You need the touches. Jimmy Butler's kind of the same thing. You think about it. We go back to positionless basketball. Mm-hmm. Listen, Wiggins and Jimmy Butler basically play the same position. They interchangeable at the 2 and the 3. Right. Jimmy Butler a little bit. Wiggins is more wiry. Jimmy Butler is a little bit more solid. Plays better defense. But when you come in, and remember, he was a star on the Bulls, so when they made that acquisition for Jimmy Butler, it was more so like, yo, this is supposed to bring Minnesota back. You know what I mean? Like, this supposed to bring Minnesota basketball. They should at least be playing postseason basketball.
They made it.
They did.
They made it, but you knew.
Yeah.
You knew. Like, come on. It wasn't going to last too long.
Yeah, you knew he wasn't going to win nothing.
And I feel...
No, obviously.
But it was the first time they got to the playoffs since 2004.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Yeah. Yeah. So...
And for me, I always told people, Tom Thibodeau will break you down. He broke down Derrick Rose. He broke down Joakim Noah. Luol Deng.
Yep.
He broke down also Taj Gibson, who was an exceptional player.
It was happening to Jimmy Butler, too.
And
this season happened to Jimmy Butler.
It happened to Jimmy Butler.
He just happened to get back before the playoffs started.
Yeah, it happened to Jimmy.
But he was getting too much minutes, man.
Yeah.
And
he gives them players too much minutes.
And now, because Jimmy has...
He reminds me of Don Nelson. Don Nelson would not play any young guy.
No.
Yeah.
Don Nelson did not play young guys.
He goes with his veterans and he'll burn them into the ground.
That's it.
Yeah.
But in this day and age, you can't not have that, and Tibbs has to know that.
Yeah,
right now, Jimmy Butler is beefing with Andrew Wiggins, talking about he doesn't play defense.
Wait, hold on. Nigel Longsworth says, let's talk about the kid Knox. Think the Knicks got something? Thoughts? I think they do. That was a decent pickup.
It was.
They would have picked up Colin Sexton if Cleveland didn't get him first. But Knox is a good player.
Hold on.
Yeah.
You was a motherfucker. You know that?
What? How?
You sat there and assassinated me talking about, why are we talking about the Knicks? Why are we talking about Kevin Knox? What's he going to be?
Because he asked about it, you idiot.
No, I don't care. I don't care.
He asked about it, you idiot.
So we're trying to get me riled up, son.
So we just going to disregard our listeners?
Thank you.
No, I'm not.
I'm
not disregarding my listeners. Hell no.
So then what are you talking
I'm
about?
talking about you, not the listeners. You.
No,
he had to answer the question about the Knicks.
Thank you. Exactly. The reason why he answered the question.
Guy asked the question.
I know
personified.
It's not stupidity personified.
Yes,
I know what he was talking about.
No, he's not. Listen, what we're saying is the reason why Quincy brought it up is because what Nigel had asked.
Right. And
so Quincy had to talk about.
Wait. You didn't see the thing. Go look at the blog later. I won't say nothing more.
Oh, all right.
Go look at the blog later.
Well, I just know we had a listener.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Look at the blog later.
Kevin Knox.
Quincy, talk about Kevin Knox, man. Go ahead. Thank you.
Kevin Knox is a decent small forward. He's got nice defense, nice little jump shot.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, he's not a bad pick. But what the Knicks really did need was a point guard.
No.
I disagree, man.
I agree. We have Frank Ntilikina.
Who the fuck is that?
Exactly. Yo, why y'all hating on? Yo, you didn't even give the man a chance.
What are you talking about?
We gave him a chance last season.
What are you talking about?
We got hype when he scored 15.
No, come on, don't even start asking those
Is
questions.
he better than some of these point guards in this
You have to hit.
Absolutely not.
I keep telling y'all, he is like Tony Parker. You have to give him time.
No, Tony Parker was better than him.
Tony Parker needed time.
Tony Parker was definitely better than him.
But he didn't get the shot at first.
Nigel says no.
Come on, Nigel. Come on, Nigel. He didn't get the shots at first like that.
Someone was smoking the herb before they came.
Oh, yes, they was. Yes, they was.
Hey,
Tony Parker.
You cannot compare them two.
Listen, he was missing every jump shot known to man when he was on the Spurs at first. He had to grow and build himself.
But he was not Frank Ntilikina. He was not him.
Okay.
Listen,
we get a hype if he scored 15 points in a game. But that's not what we need at point guard for the Knicks.
I don't believe he's that bad. I believe he just needs a shot.
This is what I said.
I think he needs to go back to France.
Oh my God!
That's what I'm thinking.
He's killing this dude, son.
Pepe Le Pew.
Pepe Le Pew. Get him out of here.
This is what I would say. The Knicks drafting Kevin Knox. He's a 6'9", about 220 build. Like Quincy said, got a nice little jumper. Nice little ball handling skills. I do like the Knicks picking him up. Not saying he's a replacement for Carmelo. Not saying Carmelo was that great for the Knicks. Some fans would disagree. But you do need to address that small forward position, because if you look at the Knicks, roster, the guys who would play at Tim Hardaway, Courtney Lee, Michael Beasley, those guys are your small forwards. So the Knicks did the right thing by drafting Knox because he has the potential to be a really good starter, potential to be an all-star in this league. And the Knicks want to.
You really think?
No, I'm just saying. I was like, the Knicks want to build the foundation. The Knicks are trying to do it the right way for the first time in a very long time. You know what I mean? They drafted Ntilikina, and this is the thing. Ntilikina's 6'5", right? He's a 6'5" point guard. My thing with Ntilikina, he doesn't have the best offensive game, but offense is one of the easiest things in basketball. Like, you know what I mean?
Not for everybody.
No, I'm saying though, but to
build that to Tony Allen.
I think at one point Tony Allen just chose to be a defensive specialist.
I mean, like some guys chose to be, but he was more of a dunker. Right?
Yeah, he was.
He wasn't dunking. He wasn't scoring.
My thing is this: Ntilikina kind of going through the same thing Lonzo Ball went through his rookie season because they both play in big markets. You know what I'm saying? Right. It's like Lonzo gets 10, 7, and 7. We call him a bust. Ntilikina has 15, and we praise him. But the thing about it is, like, he's under those Madison Square Garden lights. It's only his rookie season. Why are we ready to write off a guy who's just entering his second season? Regardless of what he did, that can more so be attributed to Jeff Hornacek because we don't know how Fizdale is going to use him. That's the thing. It's like
I hear what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? It's like he's a
give him a shot.
Give him a shot.
That's
you know what I'm saying? If he becomes like Dante Exum, all right, then we could write him off because Dante Exum was another guy who was highly sought after.
Injuries got
him. He did a little thing. He did a little thing in the when Gordon Hayward was in that last playoff series for Utah. But you gotta give Ntilikina time, and you're already loaded at that position.
I think we need to start Trey Burke, man. That's all I think.
Listen, start Trey Burke. That's fine.
Everybody in love with Trey Burke, and I get it. I get it. No, I'm saying, but I get it.
Yeah, start Trey Burke.
He can score, man. We need somebody who can score. If we ain't got Kyrie or somebody like that, we need a guy that could put the ball in the basket
for sure.
Especially now we don't have Porzingis to start the season.
Yeah. Right. Probably won't have Porzingis. Say he might be out for the whole season.
Yeah, for the whole season he might be out. So we need somebody who can put the ball in the basket. And Ntilikina ain't it.
Yeah, you see, even look at it. Nigel said it, man. Too much at the PG. They do, man.
He says Frank just doesn't have the it factor.
But you don't need the it factor from him.
The it factor. What is he, a model? He's a basketball player. Come on, son. Come on, he's a model or a basketball player. No, I get it.
The it factor means that
this is the thing. The Knicks regime has been horrible for years. They've been horrible for years. And Fizdale is the first time is looking like a promising coach. Is coming in. And one of the things I like what Fizdale says is that these guys are going to earn them minutes. He's not giving minutes to anyone.
That's what he did to the Grizzlies.
No,
the Grizzlies went down after that.
No. The Grizzlies did not believe in him.
He made sure that Zach Randolph came off the bench. He said he told Zach Randolph, you're no longer a starter. You're not starter.
Well,
capable.
you know what the problem with
He wasn't time to break that up yet, but he did it himself. He chose to do that.
You know what the problem with Fizdale approach in Memphis? He just came out of Miami. He had too many Mai Tais, right? Just came out of Miami. Had too many Mai Tai. You don't tell a veteran who's been a staple. Remember,
you don't do that.
Remember that Zach Randolph was probably just a little sensitive because the fact that remember his stints in Portland. There was a time where the NBA was ready to write this guy off, and he found a home in Memphis. So for Fizdale to come in and tell Zach Randolph, "Hey man, you're no longer a starter," you're crazy.
Yeah.
If you're competing with the best teams, which are in the West, you need your best players on the court. You don't have the luxury of.
Did you see that starting lineup at the time when he said that? They still had their
Jermichael Green.
Their grindhouse. No, he wasn't there. No, he wasn't a starter.
Okay.
I'm saying they still had their grindhouse, starters intact. They still had Marcus Gasol. They still had Tony Allen. They still had
Marcus Gasol. He's a little finesse now.
No, I'm saying at that point. At that point, they still had the grindhouse starters. The whole starting five was still there, and he's gonna tell this man he's just gonna come in there first season. Oh, you're no longer a starter. Like, are you kidding me? And then
it's a little. But the thing is with the Knicks, he can get away with that.
Yeah, because they have nobody.
Exactly.
They still had people.
Well, they got Kristaps Porzingis.
Well, he's out for the season. He might be out for the season.
When I say they have nobody,
out for the season.
Maybe not. Maybe he might come out
towards the end. But I mean, they might need to just leave him out for the season. They might have to.
This is my thing.
Especially if we do bad to start. You know.
Well, yeah. This is the thing. Trey Burke should start.
Yeah.
I would like to.
A lot of people feel that way.
Yeah, Trey Burke should start.
He showed like flashes of Iverson a little bit.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But could it be like the same thing? Like Terry Rozier had like good playoffs. He had the triple-double the first game he came in for Kyrie. Remember that? And it was like, do we now say like Terry Rozier should be starter? I mean, granted they have Kyrie, but do you now say that Terry Rozier should be on a starter on a team that doesn't have a legit starter?
Not yet.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like
jumping the gun a little bit.
Yeah, it's jumping the gun. So it's like you can see why people would say the same for Trey Burke, even though Trey Burke's been in the league. I think they've been in the league around the same time. 2014, I think, was his draft class.
Yeah.
But Trey Burke should start. I think he should start. I can see why people say he wouldn't start. I would like to see more of Ntilikina and Moutier. I'm very still high on Moutier, even though Moutier's been in the league for a while.
For a while, it's only been like 3 or 4 years.
No, what I'm saying, but think about it. The 4 years for like in today's NBA, that's a while.
Yeah, it is.
It's a while.
You're
like
now.
You're talking about it's almost half a decade, and
but his shooting needs to improve.
His shooting does need to
anything in this league. His shooting is terrible.
He's athletic as hell, but his shooting does need to improve.
Yeah, he shoots like 34%.
My last thing before we get to the next topic.
Yeah.
Where does Frank fit in there? Where does Frank fit in there? Because you're going to need him. You drafted him for a reason.
Well,
but people draft people they think they need all the time, and it doesn't work.
I'm just talking about for the Knicks. For the Knicks itself, you drafted. You use the draft pick on him. You have to use. You actually really.
You don't have to do nothing.
Don't freeze him,
bro. There's guys.
Isn't this a guy that Phil Jackson?
Phil Jackson guy.
Yeah, exactly. Phil Jackson
guy.
guys need to get out of here. The only good thing he ever did was bring us Porzingis. That's it.
Word.
Okay. That's it.
And Porzingis talking about he tired, so
Remember
I don't know how
Sheep
good that gonna last.
I know you guys remember.
That's strength and conditioning coach.
Yeah,
you guys remember Hasheem the Beat, right?
Oh,
yeah. Like number 2 pick, right?
Number 2 pick.
Highest pick ever to go to the D League. So you don't have to play these people. You don't have to play them. If they bad or whatever pick you pick them, if they need to go down, they need to go down.
Yeah, they did it with Anthony Bennett too.
Yeah,
they did it
because he deserved it. You come up playing like a bum, and we draft you this high. You need to go down there.
I don't know why Cleveland didn't trade that pick though. I guess nobody really didn't want it.
What?
Who wants Anthony Bennett?
No, I mean they could have picked somebody else though.
But listen, it's crazy. No one talked about Marvin Bagley. He was the number 2 overall
because to me, I think he's gonna
because he got no right hand. I get you.
Nah. I think he's gonna.
There's plenty of guys like that.
Yeah,
look at James Harden.
He's ambidextrous.
No. Like I said with Zach Randolph, Hall of Fame going left, D League going right, or G League going right.
Who?
I don't know.
What you call it?
Bagley?
No, not Bagley. Zach Randolph.
Nah, man.
He's not Zach Randolph.
No. I said Zach Randolph himself. What? He had he was a Hall of Famer going right, but he couldn't go Hall of Famer left.
Oh, I see
but
what you're saying. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, he got the 10-cent finish with the right hand.
There you go.
But he can't even jump over a newspaper. So Zach Randolph, he got no hop. So his game is all like to the floor.
But,
so he don't even need to do all these moves to get left to right.
But like to you said, but to you said earlier before we came on, he's a very more athletic
version
of him.
Zach Randolph.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you can see it.
He has the jump shot. He has
to step back.
Yeah.
Step back. Listen.
And his post move is good.
Yeah.
His post moves are good. It ain't polished, but it's okay.
Well, listen, they rookies for a reason.
True.
Now everybody gonna come in like Ben Simmons or Donovan Mitchell. Exactly. I'll let you know that now.
That's the it factor dude was talking about.
Can you read that for me, please?
Listen.
Terrell Watson says start Frank midway. If a change has to be made, then you make the switch.
Wait, what?
I don't think
start Frank midway for change. No, first of all, Terrell Watson is my good friend.
Okay.
Since I was 13. What up, Terrell? What's going on? I'm glad.
Shout out.
I'm glad you're listening, dog.
He listens to this consistently.
Shout out to Terrell Watson over there.
So Terrell, this is the thing. If the Knicks are having a losing season by All-Star break or the first 30 games, I would, because no one is going to do what Miami did 2 seasons ago with the 41 the first game.
It's not. That's so rare. That's
very rare.
So I would say this: you want to come out with your firepower. Sorry, the Knicks barely have any firepower, but one of the ones they do have is Trey Burke. We know Trey Burke can get his own points. He can ignite the offense. He's like instant offense, right? For the few games that we see him do his thing. I would start with Trey Burke as my shooting as my point guard. If you want to have Ntilikina, maybe Ntilikina play the 2. Maybe he'll be a little bit comfortable playing the off ball, not getting.
You're not feeling it.
Not getting.
I don't like Ntilikina. Yo,
Tim Hardaway Jr.
Leave Tim. I'll play Tim Hardaway over him. Yes.
First of all, I'm not.
Yo, I'll play Tim Hardaway.
Tim
I'll play
Hardaway
Courtney
to me
Lee.
is highly overrated.
He might be overrated, but he's better than Ntilikina.
He's overpaid. I wouldn't say
Yeah,
overrated.
overpaid.
He's
overrated.
Well, that's why I based
He's
off
a
his
good player, man.
his overrate.
Tim Hardaway's a good player, bro.
Is the salary that he got. He shouldn't have got that much.
Maybe not, but you would pick him like Ntilikina over him.
Listen, this is what I'm saying.
Hell no.
This is what I'm saying. Knicks ain't making the playoffs either way. Might as well develop the young players.
No,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Good. Thank you for giving them hope.
If you want Tim Hardaway, let Tim Hardaway start at the 3. I'd rather see Tim Hardaway start at the 3.
but I'd rather start Courtney Lee over Ntilikina.
Courtney Lee.
Absolutely.
Listen,
That
first
man,
of all-
that
first
man,
of all,
Courtney
those are-
Lee.
Courtney Lee can hit a 3 consistently. This guy can't.
Look, this is what I'm saying.
I don't think you was watching.
Fire sale.
Hey, my man.
Fire
Hey, my
sale.
man.
Just
I'm
start
just
the-
helping Knicks fans out. That's all I do.
Just start the Knicks young. Get rid of
Ntilikina.
Courtney Lee.
Don't get it. Come on, man.
Ntilikina, get rid of him.
No, come on. You didn't hear what he just told
Listen,
you?
I don't
It's
care.
It's
I
about
don't
having
care, bro.
max money, bro. You want max. First of all, you want players to come to your team. The only way
They're not coming if we got Ntilikina at point guard.
No, I'm not
They're
saying,
not
listen,
coming.
Let
You
me
understand?
finish.
It's not happening.
Let
bro.
me finish though. This is what I'm saying. You got to clear cap space, right?
We need to declare him too.
You got.
How bad I clear his
All right. You got astronomical contracts in Courtney Lee. I think he's about. Courtney Lee is kind of favorable. He's a 4-year, 50 mil. I think Tim Hardaway's 4 years, 64 mil.
70.
Is he 70? 4 years, 70?
70.
Okay, 4 years, 70. And then you have Joe Kim No, who just has that dumb
Get him
contract.
out of here.
Yeah,
That
Get
Phil
him out of
Jackson
here.
just wanted to leave a dump in your yard because he knew he was getting
Word.
fired the next season.
Word.
So you have that.
Word.
So you have that contract, which they needed. I think the Knicks need to just do a stretch out provision like the Nets are trying to do with Dwight Howard, just to get that off the books, man. Because this is the thing. It's like the Knicks culture is not in so much disarray as it used to be.
They're right there now.
Yeah, it's like it's like the brain trust is like way better than what it was before.
They got Allen Houston.
Like we all remember the Isaiah Thomas era.
But see, they got Allen Houston in there now.
They do have Allen Houston. Allen Houston, I think he's actually running the Westchester Knicks G League
Yes.
team. But
Anybody who is a Knicks fan, let me know who's the GM for the Knicks or VP. Thank you.
I'm just gonna say Dolan. No, but
it's natural to say that.
Dolan
bro.
actually stays away from it, but the guys
now.
But okay. So yeah, let's talk. I know.
Next
let's
topic,
talk
bro.
about the next topic.
You get your next topic.
All right, let's talk about it. So, a little further development on the Kawhi situation. As we all know, Kawhi probably a few weeks ago said
He's
basically
done.
He let the Spurs know, hey man,
I'm done.
looking, I can't even smile when I'm done.
But he never
He
does.
doesn't smile at all, bro.
He never does.
He's like,
got no
you ain't see the picture of
Heartless.
Kawhi smiling in the All-Star game?
Yeah, but
When
that's
he dunked
one
it?
time.
Oh yeah. I saw the meme.
Yeah. Listen,
I seen it.
That's the All-Star game. Though,
listen.
But he's happy. He's free. He got
It's
freedom.
the All-Star game. You happy to be there?
Yeah,
man.
but that's the only time you see him smile, yo.
Listen. Kawhi was like, nah, I'm not with it, bro. Listen, I ain't beating Golden State with AARP West Coast.
You right.
You know what I'm saying?
Wait, hold on. But they could have done it in 2016.
They could have.
Yeah.
2017.
Yeah.
They could have.
The curse of Jaja.
The curse of Zaza. He's just a dirty,
That's the genesis of
dirty
it.
player.
Yeah, dirty.
But that put everything in perspective for Kawhi. Kawhi was probably healthy to play at the midway mark, and he was like, nah, I'm not playing. Because first of all, there's two players you got to look at if you look at the Kawhi situation. You got to look at the Isaiah Thomas thing. Isaiah Thomas came back, you know what I'm saying, from the hip surgery. Thought he was good, most likely cleared by the doctors, right? Team doctors. Came back, got traded. Didn't really have a good season because he had to get superpowers back, which he did for one game in LA. And then a few games in, re-injured the same hip. You know what I mean? So Kawhi looks at you say, if I'm Kawhi, I look at that and like, first of all, you want to be 100%. I know NBA players play with nagging injuries.
Right.
Like, at some point in the season, everybody's nicked up.
Mm-hmm.
But you also got to remember, he just watched Isaiah Thomas lose out on max money. You know what I'm saying? He just watched Isaiah Thomas. You think Isaiah Thomas getting a big contract next year?
And plus he talked himself out of it. Opened his mouth.
Yeah.
Shut up. Get your money and leave.
Nah, I think
That's
he was
it. That's
damaged
all you gotta
anyway.
do.
By going to the Cavs, he was damaged. Like he's damaged
Listen,
good.
it's hard to play with LeBron.
Boston pulled a fast one on him.
I wouldn't say it's hard to play with LeBron.
No, a lot of players say that, bro. You realize a lot of players say it's hard to play with LeBron.
Yeah, they do say that.
They say it's hard to play with LeBron, man. Listen,
everybody numbers go down.
Yeah, everything look nice when the bright lights is on. Everything look nice with the bright lights is on, but we don't know practice. We don't know how he is in the locker room. You know what I'm saying? I know he's like a camaraderie guy. You know what I'm saying? He'll take him out. But what players don't do that?
Look at Rodney Hood. Rodney Hood was a good player before he got to the
damaged. He's a damaged player now.
Clarkson was pretty good.
Now people looking at them like, oh, they can't
they scrubs.
Play.
Yeah,
they all can play.
Well, wait. Hold on. Now let's look at this here though. Jordan Clarkson, before he got to the Cleveland Cavaliers, he was playing on a bad team.
Yeah.
On the Lakers.
Okay.
Now he's on a good team.
Okay.
So maybe he's just not used to playing on a good team.
That could be.
That's possible,
but JR was better on the Knicks. Kyle Korver was better. Listen.
Every year JR gets worse.
But this is the thing. It's like people.
Dude, the dude didn't even average double figures in the finals.
You can't do
as
that
a shooting guard.
You can't do that as a shooting guard.
My thing is,
you gotta give me 10.
I always
something.
The narrative the media like to portray is like LeBron makes his players better. My thing is, who does he make better? Like, name one teammate he's actually made better.
To answer that question, nobody. But when he has the star players like a D Wade, a Chris Bosh, or in Kyrie, now he can facilitate the ball a little bit better.
But those are all stars.
But obviously,
that's what he needs. That's what he portrayed.
That's what he brought to the finals this year. A team full of no all stars.
Yeah, but this
is
the thing. You know? When Rajon Rondo won in 2008, and people was like, Rondo ain't all that. It was because he had the talent. Of course, Rondo was averaging a lot of assists because of the personnel around him. Not saying Rondo and LeBron is the same player, but it's you can see that in a little bit of a LeBron. It's like, who has he actually made better? He's played with great players who decided to take a step back
for him,
like Kevin Durant and the Warriors.
Chris Bosh definitely.
Chris Bosh definitely took a step back, but Kevin Durant. The Warriors are dealing with the same thing right now, where they are taking a mental and physical step back so Kevin Durant can get the most time. The game plan every night is to let Kevin Durant get off.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yes, they move the ball a lot more than other teams, but it's to let Kevin Durant be that main scorer.
But he's the most dominant player on that team.
No, he is. But that's
why they do that.
But this is the thing. It's like, people say, well, LeBron makes people. He hasn't made anybody better.
No,
he hasn't made anybody better.
I think Rondo made people better more than.
I think Rondo made
playoff Rondo. Have respect.
No, not
playoff Rondo.
No.
Playoff Rondo.
Regular season Rondo.
Hold on.
Did you see?
How is it that LeBron hasn't made anybody better when he's had players that never even? Hold on. How is it that he's never had anybody better when players that have never even made the playoffs are in the finals?
Well,
he dragged him there. He dragged him there pretty much. Both times.
But Quincy, come on, you know better than that. That don't make them better players because they got to the conference finals. What I'm saying is, you always say championships is a team achievement, right? Mm-hmm. LeBron taking those guys. First of all, he beat up on Toronto, right? That
was the only easy series.
That was a scrimmage.
Yeah, that was the only easy series.
Indiana took them to 7, and
could have won.
Boston definitely would have won with Kyrie and Gordon.
Most definitely, I believe it.
LeBron wouldn't even make, and it's going to be very hard if LeBron stays in Cleveland to go back to the finals. To go back to the finals.
But wait, in the East. Can they get Kawhi?
This is the thing.
Kawhi ain't
okay, so back to it because we touched off.
See that.
Wait, hold on.
I'm going back. I got you.
I'm glad you brought it back because the development that the Spurs were talking about, Popovich was like, we're not trading Kawhi to the West. Now, as a Laker fan, that hurts me because I was like, fuck, man.
Want a cheapie over there.
Give me Kawhi, man, for real.
Want a cheapie over there just to take down the Warriors, you damn hater.
Listen.
Wait, you talking about Lakers? Wait, so you think Kawhi?
No, I know that.
Goes to the Lakers, they got a chance against the Warriors?
No, this is what I'm saying. No, but this is what I'm saying.
I don't see that.
This is what I'm saying. You have the potential if Kawhi gets traded, because remember, Kawhi's the only person who's not under. Kawhi's the only one who's under contract. That all the other guys could have player options.
Right.
Kawhi's the only person that could kind of speed the process of the Lakers getting LeBron and Paul George. I don't think LeBron comes to LA by himself.
He's not coming by himself.
As much as I love Ingram ain't doing much against.
And he probably won't be there if it happens, because you have to change the system for LeBron.
Well, I wouldn't.
You have to.
I wouldn't change. I would change the system for 2 years, but you're not getting Ingram. I'm not giving you a guy who could give me 15 years for a guy at max who's going to give me 4 good years. That's dumb.
But for the Lakers, if it means a championship, they will take the risk.
For
the Lakers, if it means a championship, they will take the risk.
Don't trade Ingram. As much as I like Julius Randle, get rid of Randle. As much as I love Randle, and Randle had a good season, get rid of Randle. You don't get rid of Ingram.
I'd rather have Randle than Ingram. That's my opinion.
Get rid of all of them besides Lonzo and freaking Ingram. That's it. The rest of them
I'd
is
rather
expendable.
give Ingram than Randle, bro. Like, I'd rather keep Lonzo.
Listen, he had a good season in his contract. I'm letting y'all know that right now.
That's why it's.
When is Ingram's contract year coming?
Next year.
Also, next year he's gonna finally play good.
Next year.
That's what you're saying.
He played pretty decent this year.
Oh, he played possum with the Lakers?
Listen, you got to, man. But this is what I'm saying. Back to the thing.
Average 20 next year.
Basically, Popovich was like, "Yo, he's not trading him to any Western team, because you think about it, it's shooting your own foot off.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. You're basically gonna Harlem Night himself.
You're gonna see him 4 times a year.
Guaranteed. For the Spurs themselves, as they said, as you've been hearing, they're not gonna help the Lakers do it again.
Yeah,
because they stole Shaq, they stole Powell. Well, they didn't steal Powell. They got a good value for Marcus All.
Listen, at the time they fleeced him. At the time they fleeced him.
They watch a documentary, bro. Do your homework.
What are you talking about?
Yeah. They said they basically stole Shaq, but at the time, when the salary caps were just getting into form, Jerry West called Shaq, say, "Yo, we want you to be." I'm paraphrasing, of course. Come to LA. Yeah. We have everything for you.
Yeah.
Well, nice weather.
I mean, the Spurs already had David Robinson, so I don't think they.
I'm just talking from the Laker perspective. That's it.
Oh yeah, he's talking about Kupchak selling Shaq on the Lakers.
Right.
Yeah.
So now you have Kawhi here. Pop is trying to sell Kawhi, talking about, listen, if you want to be traded, I'm not giving you to the Lakers. No. So for me,
we're not giving you to the West. Period.
Yeah.
Cool.
Give him to Sacramento. He'd be alright.
Nah, he ain't doing that.
Yeah. Oh wait, no. They got
don't do that.
They got a little squad.
Yeah, don't do that.
Squad, but they got a little squad.
Yeah, that'd be something interesting.
Yeah.
The best place, and everyone's been saying it for a while, and it's the right place, is Boston. Now, who do you give up?
I don't. Boston
got a deep squad.
Boston don't need him. They don't need him. They got
a deep squad as is.
No.
They don't need him.
Somebody's minutes is gonna be really cut.
Jason Tatum's not going to develop the way he's supposed to.
No. He's getting the ball.
Who?
Jason Tatum.
If Kawhi Leonard goes there,
he is getting the ball.
It's getting reduced.
I don't care what anybody. I don't care if Kawhi there.
Gordon Hayward is
Tatum is getting the ball. Did you see what he did?
Gordon Hayward is coming back. How many? There's only one basketball.
I would trade Gordon Hayward, to tell you the truth.
I would.
I trade him right away.
Gordon.
Because his leg.
This is the thing. No. Not even because of his leg, and not even because he's white. But
oh my God, are you serious?
No.
Go ahead.
This is what I'm saying. I would the reason why I would trade Gordon Hayward. You look at
Terrell Watson says he don't want him.
Yeah,
and Boston is his squad.
Boston is his squad.
See, that's a guy that didn't get a chance.
Wait, he don't want who? He don't want Leonard.
Yeah,
this is the thing. Are you talking about Leonard? Terrell, are you talking about Leonard or are you talking about Gordon Hayward?
I think he's talking about Hayward.
All right. This is the reason why I would trade Gordon Hayward.
We'll see.
Even when they was talking about Anthony Davis, when Gordon Hayward comes back, he takes minutes away from two guys who played really well in the playoffs, all the way up to the Eastern Conference Finals, who almost made a berth to the NBA Finals. Which to me, even though they didn't have their two top stars, to me would have been a better matchup than what Cleveland showed. You know
and
what I'm saying?
I'm not Golden State. Boston is like 10-11 deep.
10-11 deep.
They too deep, man.
He was talking about Leonard.
Talking about Leonard. The problem with
he don't want Leonard.
No, but I'm gonna tell you right, and I agree with him.
They too stacked already.
Not even that. The reason why I don't want Leonard is, and I would trade him for Gordon Hayward if I had to get Leonard. If I was Ainge and I was like, yo, I'm only giving you Leonard. I'm not giving you guys who are 2021, who are building that cohesion together, and trading them away just for probably a 1 year rental.
No. You wouldn't do it for a 1 year rental. It'd be a signing trade.
But this is the thing. There's already talks about Kyrie may not be signing back.
Yeah, they say he might want to come to the Knicks.
That is crazy.
Hallelujah, Jesus. If he does, thank you. I want come Kyrie. Come on, man.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's like Leonard. You would potentially be building you would be mortgaging your future for two guys who may be gone a year from now. Because Kyrie could opt out and be like, "Look, I don't want to play for you," and then Kawhi Leonard could be like, "I'm a California kid. I'm trying to go over there with Paul George because he a California kid. So we both trying to go. So you don't mortgage it right now. Boston, outside of the Golden State Warriors, Boston is the best team in the league.
They're set up for
the future. Terrell Watson says Hayward's production has went up each year since he's been in the league.
That's cool. But this is what I'm saying. You keep Hayward because then you regulate Jaylen Brown or Jason Tatum, which to me, the odd man out right now would be Jaylen Brown once Gordon Hayward comes back. Because Jason Tatum showed he could be a stud. He still gets the ball, period.
But Jaylen Brown's proved himself too.
No, he did. All season. He has.
I mean, how much he averaged? Like good 17?
Yeah.
17, 18.
Yeah, 17, 18. That's proving himself.
He has. But Gordon Hayward, you gave Gordon Hayward a ton of money. He has to. Listen, they ain't going to Chandler Parsons this shit. You know what I mean?
Remember, he had an unfortunate injury.
No, but what I'm saying is,
first game of the season injured, like first 2 minutes of the game.
First 2 minutes.
Yeah, that was one of the worst things I've ever seen.
I wouldn't trade Kawhi. The only way if I'm Boston, if I trade Kawhi, is if he's saying that he's gonna sign a long term because it's stupid trade for a 1 year rental. Yeah, because you still got to deal with the Warriors.
But that's what I mean when I say trade.
Yeah.
When I trade, that is with the notion of we're gonna sign. San Antonio will sign him and then trade him. That's what I mean. That means you're taking him for the long haul.
You think no.
That's the only way you can really do it.
Kawhi wants to choose where he wants to go. I guarantee you that Kawhi wants to choose where he wants to go.
But
so he's not going to do it.
He's not going to try to take control of that.
Yeah,
right.
Well, you know that's how it always been.
Yeah, it's like a bitter thing. Like, you don't want to be with me. You don't want to be with me. I ain't letting go. You want to go.
If I would trade
Kyrie for Leonard if you do that. Kyrie does want to trade anyway.
But I don't think he's going to finish San Antonio.
I'm not trading Kyrie, man.
Not with Pop.
He wants a trade anyway.
Nah, no, but you got Kyrie. You got Kyrie a year. You got Kyrie for. I mean, him and Leonard got the same thing. I'm not trading. I'm not trading. I don't want to mess up the cohesion. Mm-hmm. Right now, it looks like Kyrie's the star. Leonard comes in. You got 3 dudes who play the same position.
Right.
We don't need Leonard. Thank you, but no thank you. You know what I'm saying? If it was Gordon Hayward for Anthony Davis, because that's what they need. They need a big. The Celtics just drafted a big. They just drafted a big. So that's what the Celtics need. I would give Gordon Hayward for a guy like Anthony Davis. But on that note, Pop said I ain't trading him to the West. He going to the East, or he gonna play out his season and he just gonna walk into LA arms.
Last topic of the season coming up.
Oh yeah.
What you got, bro? What you got?
Oh, okay.
Hold on. Mr. Producer Man, can we get an extra 5 minutes if you can?
All right,
Take the 5 minutes. I want to study this right here.
All right, so let's talk about. So obviously, September 15th is coming up. So we got the fight, man. It was actually going to be. It was like a year ago around that time when the fight happened. That
September 16th, I believe.
September 16th, yeah. So this one's September 17th, and it's also going to be in Las Vegas as well. You got the Triple G versus the Canelo Alvarez fight. Now, I rewatched it this morning, and I know a lot of people who's upset about the draw.
It wasn't a draw.
This is the thing. I made notes on this.
Okay.
The first 2 rounds was like shit out. Like they was Triple G and Canelo, they was feeling each other out. Honestly, I think Canelo from rounds 3 to 6 had Triple G, and the reason why is because usually people back down from Triple G.
Right.
But Canelo was in the middle of the ring holding his own. and he was landing pretty good punches on Triple G from rounds 3 to 6. You see, after round 6, freaking Canelo gets a little tired. His arms are a little bit down. He's not holding up his arms as much, and Triple G starts to be more aggressive. Now from round 7, let me see what I had. I think from rounds 7 to 9, Triple G seemed like he had the most energy. And then you got to think about a lot of in this fight, both of those guys, they were slipping each other punches a lot.
Yeah,
there was a lot. It was either they was missing or they was slipping. They weren't clean hits.
It wasn't all landing. Yeah.
You know what I mean? They weren't clean hits. So you had that too. But Triple G from round 7 to 9 did look pretty solid. He had the more energy. It seemed like Canelo was gassed from his good 3 rounds from 3 to 6, and Triple G was like, all right, man, that was my turn. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I took it from that, and then you had there was Canelo, and the thing is, so Canelo looked pretty good, but then when I was watching like the midway of the fight, I thought Canelo had it. You know what I mean? Just because he had that middle ground, he wasn't giving it up. But then I think it was like round 9. I saw it was either round 9 or round 10. Canelo caught Triple G with a right hook, and Triple G just walked through it. Now I know Canelo. One of the knocks is he's not a powerful puncher.
No,
what?
He's
a
powerful puncher.
Who told you that? Listen.
Have you seen that man knock out? Yeah, have you seen that man knock out?
Listen. There's either Canelo a powerful puncher or Triple G guys are really hard.
They both have good chins.
Yeah, but Canelo does punch hard.
Yeah,
definitely does.
But he wasn't. Triple G was walking through his shit. Like he was the Undertaker.
My thing was this: Triple G came in as the favorite to me. He was
Triple G.
He was my favorite.
They said slightly, right. Slightly over Canelo.
Throughout the fight, I seen Triple G take control of the ring generalship. Yeah, as it's called.
Okay.
He was sitting there. He was making his punches. His jabs was working.
Yeah, Triple G jabs. It kept Canelo at bay a lot.
And Triple G don't jab that much.
They hard though. They push him back.
Right.
Yeah,
but this fight,
he got power, man.
Right. This fight to me, this fight to me more than anything, he was really using the jab. Because usually when you use the jab on regular opponents, he's setting you up to knock you out already. Yeah. But Canelo got a hard head. Yeah. And Canelo is a good counter puncher.
Canelo barely was bleeding.
Word.
She was crazy.
Word. For me, Canelo, he would do these 30-second like intervals, like 30-second.
Yeah, he wasn't consistent.
No,
he wasn't consistent.
Triple G was cutting off the ring. He was hitting them. Yeah. A lot of slipping was going on. Yeah. Because they're two skilled fighters. Of course.
They are. Yeah.
But Triple G with his jab and the hooks where you come with, and then the body shots after that, he was working it in.
Yeah.
At the end of the fight, to me, I was supposed to hear. Now, if it was a draw, if they'd have said it was a draw before they made the announcement, I'd be like, all right, cool, whatever. Yeah. They can have another fight and they can do it again. Yeah. But to me, Triple G run that fight. He had the ring generalship.
He was there for a little bit.
No. I had him. What it was to me? It was what 7-5. No, it was 6 to about 6. No,
it was 7 to 9.
Thank you.
7 to 9. That's when Triple G Canelo got a little gas and Triple G was just he was starting to do his thing.
Right.
Yeah.
But in the championship rounds now. This is when
10, 11, 12, yeah.
When Triple G started to come up a little bit, but it was still too late. It was still too late at that point.
I'm not gonna lie, that's how it did feel. And then you had the 12th round where it was just a lot of hugging.
Right, they were tired.
But that's probably what made it out to be a draw. Man.
That's what I'm saying. And that's what. Yeah, the 12th round, it was like nothing was going on.
Hold on. And to me, boxing, I still say boxing is corrupt because to me, they was looking for Canelo to knock this guy out.
Oh, really?
And thought he was old.
I didn't feel like that.
No. Trust. Look at it again.
Yeah, I'll look at it.
If Canelo had any edge in the fight, they was going to give the fight to Canelo.
Yeah.
But he didn't. They gave it a draw, and he said, "All right, we're going to fight again." And this is where all the steroids thing come into play now with him in the meat.
Yeah. What you say? It was tainted meat. He was in Mexico.
He said he had in his chicken or something like that.
His chicken.
Oh man,
that sounds good.
Arriba.
Sounds good.
Yeah. So.
But I'm glad they have the fight coming up again.
I do. Though. Listen, I'm not a boxing guy, but I was actually sitting there and I was excited, man. I was like, oh, these guys are going at it, man. You know what I mean? So I'm looking forward to the second fight, definitely September 17th. I don't know. 15th? Is this the 15th?
Yeah. Nate Broomsky says if Canelo didn't get tired, he probably would have won. But I'd say Triple G was the clear-cut winner.
That's
why
I won a fight.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I'd say Triple G.
I thought it was a draw. Maybe it's
they probably just wanted us to pay for a rematch.
This is why I'm telling you, bro.
Man,
this is what I'm telling you. This is what I'm saying.
Some of the stuff I think is rigged, man, with the boxing.
Come on, son.
Of course.
It's all money, man.
It's money.
And for instance, that Jeff Horn fight, I don't want to hear nothing about Jeff Horn getting another rematch versus Bud. Are you crazy?
Terrence Crawford was rusty in that fight.
Yeah. Rusty. I said no. So what? So you can sit there and jerk Bud out of the title when you go home?
Like jerk what, bro?
So take it easy, buddy. Take it easy, buddy. It's not that type of show, buddy. Take it easy. But like, you're not gonna sit there and rob Bud because you want to go to your hometown and rob him like you robbed Pacquiao. Because he shouldn't have been the champion anyway. If they wanted,
it wasn't even in his hometown. It was in Vegas.
No. I'm talking about Horn versus Pacquiao.
Oh, okay.
But now Jeff Horn says he wants a rematch, and he wants a rematch in his hometown. Fuck out of here. You got your ass bust. Take the loss. Take your money you got and move on.
Word.
Let's see the Earl Spences. Let's see the Buds. Let's see, one-time Thurman. Let's see these fights, the real fights now.
Keith Thurman is scared of Earl.
He's not scared, Jeff.
Yes, he is.
He's not scared.
Yes, he is. He made an excuse talking about he was in a car accident.
He's not scared.
No police report that he was in a car accident.
Oh my God.
No doctors report that he's in a car accident. But suddenly he's in a car accident. Get the fuck out of here. And that's why Spence had to fight this bum last week.
Yeah, he
knocked him out in the first round.
It's over. Like, let's see the real fight.
But the same shit would happen to Keith Thurman because he got no fucking technique anyway.
No, don't say that, bro.
It is true.
Don't say that.
It is true.
Don't say it.
I'm just waiting for that Joshua fight, man. Joshua Wilder. That's
Wilder.
That's number one on my list right now.
Wilder in the 9th or 10th round versus Joshua. Book it. I already told you about how he's gonna how Bud was gonna knock out Horn. Book it. 9th to 10th round. Deontay Wilder unifies the title.
Let's.
I agree.
Unify that title, man.
I gotta go Wilder on that one.
I know Quincy had a STF year. I think we're running out of time.
Yeah.
All right, anything you want to say or no?
Oh, you want me to say it?
I'll
get to it.
Listen, man, it's the last episode for his last episode.
Go for broke, bro. Go for broke.
Alright, fuck it. So
Lance, our producer's like, if you motherfuckers don't hurry this shit up, man.
And I got stuff to do, man.
Well, it's two things. I mean, it's both about Golden State Warriors Finals MVP Kevin Durant.
Don't make me throw up.
Of course.
Right, we know that Kevin Durant is a man of high percentages. He shoots a high free throw percentage, high field goal percentage, high 3-point percentage, and he also has a high percentage in contradicting himself. One thing that he says is, I know I can play on the court.
Wait, before, you know what you have to do? You have to tell him to shut the fuck and then do it out of here.
Come on, Quincy was on a roll, bro. You fucking
My bad, bro.
He says, I know I can play on the court with anybody in the world at any time.
Lies.
So that is I agree with that because hold on, if you could do that,
stupid motherfucker,
why would you join the obviously best team in the league?
Because they did not win the championship. They recruited him.
Wait, hold on.
Comes Sherman with his uncompetitive
line. They recruited him.
I'm talking about. He's an unpaid attorney. This man is defending him like a criminal who did a crime.
Oh my!
He knows he did the crime. He's still sitting here defending him.
Listen.
Did they win the championship, Q? Did Golden State win the championship?
So wait, hold on.
Why did they not win? They didn't win because Cleveland was better. They won
because they killed themselves.
Exactly.
They was up 3-1.
Stop acting like they were up. They weren't up 3-1.
And then the series of events that happened didn't play a part in it. The series of events.
Draymond Green being suspended for one game.
Come on, son.
When they still had games 6 and 7 to win.
Yeah, it still mattered, bro.
You sounding crazy,
exactly.
Bro. They folded.
Exactly.
They folded like an IKEA table, bro.
Well, you are salivating with this right now, bro.
Hold on.
You can't be up 3-1.
They won the last 2 championships. I ain't salivating. I'm actually tired of them niggas now. Fuck the Warriors.
Let me just say. Let me get to the second.
Wait, let the man say his face. We gotta get out of here.
Let me get to the second thing Durant said. He said, "I feel it's easy to be the best player when you don't have good players around you. I feel it's harder to stand out when you have great players around you." Now, even you have to admit that is really fucking stupid.
Stupid as hell.
Come on. Even you have to admit
Didn't
that.
we just talk about Didn't we just talk about players taking a step back? We talked about players taking a step back. This is what Golden State did. 3 homegrown stars. Mm-hmm. That's what they're doing. They're taking a step back so Kevin Durant could be the 2-time NBA champion.
But they understand. You have to understand what your talent is.
Kevin Durant,
shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up. Spend another summer trolling.
Exactly.
Let your mama tell you, hey, don't listen to nobody. Because you're a champion.
Hate is real, people.
Yes, Mama Durant, he is a champion, but it's not because
easy way out.
The easy way out, all right?
Easy way out. Ridiculous.
Again,
they didn't recruit him. They didn't recruit him.
That's like if Jeff Gordon and Jimmy Johnson was on the same team. Slaughter.
Yeah, and it's not like Golden State was going to say, no, we don't want you.
Exactly.
They wasn't going to say, we don't want you.
I think they were. I take it back, people. It was a slaughter.
Kevin Durant owes this man money right here because he's his attorney and he's got Napoleon disorder. Durant, so he'll come after you and whoop your ass.
He's doing pro bono work.
Hey, whatever, bro. KD, if you want to give me 1% or 0.5% of your money, that's fine.
God,
that's fine.
KD's.
I'll share it with the people.
You're a KD fan, man.
I'm not a KD.
Yes, you are. Yes,
I'm not a KD.
You always defending him.
Because you always defending him.
All right.
What sounds crazy?
They recruited him.
All right.
They recruited him.
Who's not going to recruit him?
Exactly.
Everybody.
But we're talking about Kevin Durant himself joining the Warriors.
He didn't have to.
Exactly.
He didn't have to. He didn't.
There you go. There you go.
No, he didn't have to. But he did. He wanted to win.
Team that says no to that. There's no team.
There's no team that's gonna say no to Kevin Durant.
He wanted to win.
Kevin Durant just a punk for doing it.
Exactly.
Y'all just hating, man. Wrap it up, man. Wrap it up, man.
But listen, man, I want to thank you guys. That was a little hot take to end the season 3, but I just want to thank you guys for all the listeners and all the people who chimed in throughout the this season for season 3. I just want to thank you guys. And we're gonna take a little hiatus. You know what I mean? But we'll be back around September, October. Some NFL stuff, maybe. I don't know. They're a little racist, so we may not be talking about them as much.
Maybe not.
Little old Shannon Sharp. No.
Skip.
But yeah, I just want to thank you guys.
That's my dude, man.
I just want to thank you guys for tuning in. You can always go to our Facebook page. We always gonna take questions and comments. I might just be doing a little stuff from home, just to update about what's going on during the NBA season. Obviously, the boxing, fighting, and baseball is pretty big. The Yankees are doing pretty well, so might get a little stuff from here and there. Big Sherm is always running the Facebook page, and we're gonna have some new stuff for you coming season 4. So
I just wanted to say thank you to everybody who has taken the time, 50 episodes, to watch us make an ass of ourselves and talk sports at the same time.
Word.
You know, you don't have to do it. You spend your time with us, and we thank you for it. We thank you for support, and we continue to want your support in what we're trying to do here.
That
so
means
we
subscribe,
thank you,
bro. Subscribe.
Yeah, that's all that really means. Subscribe. But no, I really do thank you. I really do thank you, and I speak for everybody. I say we thank you, because without y'all, we don't have this at all. And I'd like to thank our producer as well.
We're in our audio guy.
Audio.
Giselle.
Yes.
El Blanco.
El Blanco.
Word.
My bad, bro. I had to do it, man.
All right. Anything else?
Anything else, guys?
Luka Doncic got a nice looking mom, man. I'll tell you that. She does. She does. She does.
All right. On that note, guys.
All right, Delonte West.
All
right, Delonte.
Guys, we're ending the
Delonte Jr.
episode. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in and listening. And we'll see you guys in
October,
in the fall.
Yeah,
Peace.
pretty much.
Peace.